20 teams, one trophy, and a rulebook that just changed overnight. Most fans watching this season have no idea how the league they love actually works. Not the transfer gossip, not the highlights, the actual machine underneath it. Promotion, points, prize money, punishment. You've been watching for years and you still couldn't explain it to a stranger? Don't worry. That's embarrassing, but it's fixable. Here's exactly how it works. All of it. Let's start with the basics, because somehow half the country skips this part. The Premier League has 20 clubs. Not 18, not 22, 20. Every club plays every other club twice. Once at home, once away. That's 38 games a season. 38 chances to ruin your weekend. Win a game, you get 3 points. Draw, you get 1. Lose, you get nothing. Play all season, add it up, and whoever has the most points at the end wins the league. No playoffs, no final, just relentless arithmetic for 10 months. English football does not care about your feelings. It cares about your goal difference. This season, that 38-game slog is stretched across 33 weekend rounds and 5 midweek rounds, kicking off in August and finishing in May. 10 months! There are 2 transfer windows squeezed into that calendar too. The summer window shuts on the 1st of September, just after the season has already started. Which is exactly why you'll see clubs frantically finishing deals while their own players are out there losing. Sensible planning as always. Then a smaller winter window opens on New Year's Day and slams shut on the 1st of February, right when every struggling club suddenly remembers it needs a striker. There are international breaks scattered through the calendar too, where the league just stops so players can go represent their countries instead. This season, 2 of those breaks were merged into one longer gap in late September, giving national teams more room to breathe, which mostly means you get 3 weekends in a row with nothing to watch, and you rediscover hobbies you forgot you had. And that's rule 2, by the way. If 2 teams finish level on points, you don't flip a coin. You check goal difference, goals scored minus goals conceded. Then goals scored. Then, if it's still tied, head-to-head record. It has come down to that. More than once, somebody's entire season decided by one stray goal in September that nobody remembers scoring. Now here's the part that makes this league genuinely brutal, and it's the part casual fans always forget. There is no safety net. Finish in the bottom 3, and you don't get relegated to a lower version of the Premier League. You get thrown out completely, down to the championship. Different league, different money, different world. 3 teams go down every single year. No exceptions. Doesn't matter how big your name is, how many fans you have, how much history is on the badge. Bottom 3, gone. And the flip side, 3 teams come up from the championship to replace them. This season, it's Coventry City, Ipswich Town, and Hull City. Coventry hadn't been in the top flight in 25 years. 25 years of waiting for this. And their reward is an opening day trip to Arsenal. Welcome back, lads. That's the entire engine of English football. Promotion and relegation. Reward at the top, punishment at the bottom. Every single season. Forever. It's the reason this league is terrifying to play in and addictive to watch. There's always something to lose. Now let's kill a rumor, because people genuinely believe this one. The Premier League table only matters for the title. Wrong! There are basically 3 separate competitions happening inside one table. At the top, 4 or 5 clubs are fighting to reach the Champions League, European football's biggest, richest competition. Just below them, more clubs are scrapping for the Europa League and the Conference League, which are smaller versions of the same idea. And at the bottom, 3 clubs are fighting simply to survive. So when you watch a mid-table game in April that doesn't matter, it usually matters enormously. To somebody. Just maybe not to you. And it's not just glory on the line up there. Finishing in the Champions League spots is worth an enormous amount of prize money on top of what the league already pays out. Broadcast revenue, merit payments, the lot. Finish 4th instead of 5th, and that single place can be worth tens of millions of pounds. Football clubs will tell you they care about the badge. Their accountants care about the table position. And the VAR conspiracy, the one where every controversial decision is somehow rigged? No, it's not a conspiracy. It's a video assistant referee, sitting in a dark room, occasionally getting it wrong for extremely boring, human reasons. The system isn't corrupt. It's just slow and inconsistent and mildly infuriating. Which, to be fair, describes most of British public life. And the numbers actually back that up. Last season, VAR overturned around 47 decisions across the whole campaign, down from 57 the year before. But referees still got roughly 25 decisions wrong, even with VAR sitting right there watching. The Premier League didn't just replace 3 teams this summer, it replaced its own rulebook. For years, fans complained about time wasting. The fake injury, the 70-second goal kick, the substitution that takes longer than a hostage negotiation. This season, the league finally snapped and brought in punishments with actual teeth. Get treated for an injury on the pitch? You're off for a full minute, and your team plays with 10 men while you sit there. Fake it to waste time, and you're punishing your own side. Goalkeepers had their own trick too. Go down injured under pressure, stop the game, let your manager shout instructions, stand up perfectly fine. If a keeper goes down, an outfield player has to leave the pitch instead. Throw-ins and goal kicks now have a 5-second visible countdown. Go over it on a throw-in, possession changes hands. Go over it on a goal kick. The other team gets a corner. Substitutions get 10 seconds to leave the pitch. Take the scenic route, wave to the crowd, tie your boot. Your replacement can't even come on until the game stops again a full minute later. The long, dramatic walk-off is officially extinct. VAR changed too, and this one actually helps players for once. Previously, if a referee gave a harsh second yellow card, nothing could undo it. Now VAR can step in and cancel a wrongly given second yellow. But, and this matters, it can only remove one. It can never add one. Oh, and hair pulling is now its own specific offense. Pull it hard, it's a red card. Pull it gently. Somehow, it's just a yellow. There's also a new crackdown on holding and blocking at corners and free kicks. Referees are being told to punish deliberate obstruction far more strictly this season. The Premier League is banning gambling logos from the front of matchday shirts this season. Now the escalation, the bit that actually decides who wins the whole thing. Money! Not transfer gossip money. Structural money. This season, the Premier League scrapped its old financial rules and replaced them with something called the squad cost ratio. In plain English, clubs can now only spend 85% of their football revenue on wages, transfers, and agent fees. Spend more than that, and the punishments are severe. Points deductions, transfer bans, the works. This is the quiet war behind every transfer headline. The Premier League isn't just a competition. It's a business that runs itself like a government. There's a boardroom of club owners who vote on rule changes. There's a survey sent to fans and clubs every year asking what's wrong with the game. Which is genuinely how we ended up with the hair-pulling rule, by the way. And every single new rule this season points at one target: time wasting. 73% said goalkeeper time wasting was a real problem. 85% said the fake tactical timeout injury was an issue. The 2026-27 season kicks off on the 21st of August. Arsenal, the defending champions, open the campaign at home to newly promoted Coventry City, which means the very first Premier League match of the entire season already tests these new rules. Live on day one! Somebody's going to get caught out. Put money on it. So let's zoom out and put this whole machine back together. 20 clubs, 38 games, 3 points for a win. Finish top, you're champion. Finish in the Champions League spots, you're rich for another year. Finish bottom 3, you're relegated, no appeals, no mercy. Layered on top of that, a completely rebuilt rulebook designed to kill time wasting. It looks like 22 men chasing a ball. It's actually a finely tuned machine. None of these rules were invented by the Premier League on its own. They come from the International Football Association Board, the body that writes football's actual laws worldwide. The game has not changed. You have. You're welcome. Subscribe if you enjoyed this type of content. It means a lot.